I got some good ones. Happy New Year.
Leo got on the kiss cam tonight.
You did? Oh, wow. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. I assume you kissed yourself.
All right. What do you guys want to talk about? First of all, we give Charlotte a lot of credit. You know, I know. They've struggled a little bit in non-conference, and coach has done a really, really good job with managing minutes and shaking lineups. I thought, I told our kids we're going to get everybody's best shot. I thought, in that first quarter we're 1 for 19 at one point and 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Well, that's not very good to start the game. But a lot of the reasons why I thought Charlotte really did a really good job defensively. They switched defenses, right? They didn't guard a couple of our kids. They had a guy floating in the lane and being the helper, coming off of screens, and anytime somebody put it down on the floor. So, very well coached, and they did a good job. We were very fortunate to win this basketball game. We found a way to win. Did we deserve to win? I don't think so, but sometimes you learn a lot. You learn a lot from losses, and you also learn a lot from bad wins. But it's tough to win conference games, either on the road or at home. But hopefully our kids learned a really valuable lesson today. I thought, Charlotte knew who they wanted to attack off the bounce, and they exposed. There's plenty of film out now, and they knew exactly who to attack, and they did a good job of. They did a really, really good job of that. Our plan was to take Haley Breland, number 23, out, right? You do a good job on her. She's 3 for 12. She has 7 points. But then, I thought Mama did a really good job on her, but then nobody else wanted to defend. They were 4 for 8 from 3 in the first half, right? They ended up hitting 6. We knew what problems Rembert imposed and Kelly could impose interiorly, right? But all their other guards, I thought, did really well. All of them, Pete, Smith, Green, Andrews, they just attacked us, went downhill. We couldn't contain them. That's a big problem.
How did the resolve of your team down the stretch help you overcome the poor free throw shooting and the missed layups?
Oh, well, we got some stops and we made some crucial shots, right? We knew where we wanted to get the ball to in certain situations, and Sammy hit a big shot off the bench, and then being able to have that last possession and getting the ball to her where she got fouled, and then we're using Arnio and Levy in there defensively for Puisis and Blasai. I thought Ines Piper did a really, really good job. Carla Brito has to be better. She knows it, and I know she's disappointed. But today it didn't come down to us making shots. It came down to us defending. That's why we didn't. You're not able to get a couple other guys some minutes, right? Because the offensive side wasn't the problem. We just gave them life on the defensive end.
Coach, 2 questions. Dembele, 45 minutes, 9 assists, no turnovers. She took more hits than Baker Mayfield took last Sunday. That's just an amazing effort by your point guard, isn't it?
I missed Baker's game last Sunday.
He didn't take a lot of hits.
He didn't. Okay. Yeah, I thought, the 12, 9, and 4, she was player of the game for us, in my opinion. I thought she was steady. Yeah, you got another question?
Coach, go next to last possession. You're up 2, but Blasic and Pusis is next to you on the bench. Did you think of taking a timeout to get him in the game?
I did, but I knew I knew we were going to get the ball to finish. You know what I mean? So I had to save that one in my pocket. But yeah, because they did a really good job with Puisis and Blasai not out there, right? They go from man to zone
Right away.
right away.
Coach Miley, I'm gonna steal one more. If Pusis makes the second free throw, can Charlotte take a timeout and advance the ball?
Yes. The reason why, here's the thing, it came off the rim. Came off the rim. If you get it on the rebound, right, you can call timeout and advance it. But what happened was she got a rebound and she put it on the floor. Once it gets put on the floor and you take a timeout, now it's on the end line. If she would have taken a dribble and just would have taken the timeout on the rebound, now they can advance it. But if she had to, she makes two, then you just got to defend the arc to not get beat by three. You can switch some different things, but now if there's one that you miss, right, is that second one, because sometimes there's a little bit of miscommunication and they had to take it on the end line.
Thanks, Coach.
Last shot in regulation, Sammy ties it. Was the original play call for three, if she had it, to do three, or whatever came up?
The what?
The original play call, was it for Sammy to try and pop for three?
Well,
For the lead.
did you see we ran the off the sideline out of bounds and we flared her, right? And came off of the top and then we were able to get her in space. And then the other one was we wanted to take the last shot, right? Not to give Charlotte another possession, and we just tried to, since we were in the bonus, I just felt if we can get her the ball at the elbow with her size, right? She probably was going to have a smaller guy on her, and we were able to get a shot off, or she was going to get fouled.
Thank you for the time.
Do I work down?
Yeah, but you know what? Everybody just thinks about the end of the game, right? The last 3 minutes of regulation, the overtime. But how about the other 70 possessions that happened during the game in the first, second, and third quarter? That's where the issues are. Everything gets magnified at the end of the game, and everybody remembers the end of the game. But if you do some different things throughout the game, it doesn't get to that point. Yes.
When your offense is struggling like it did early in the game, how does the aggressiveness of Lore change things for you guys? Her ability to create extra possessions.
Well, I think the best thing that Lore had an incredible offseason, and Lore changed her habits and her conditioning level. And Lore has bought into her role, right? And what Lore has done has really, she embraces defending. She knows we need her to defend. She knows we need her to rim run every time, so now teams have to defend from inside to outside. And Lore, right, just is relentless on the glass, right? And she's embraced that. And she's embraced now that, okay, she's opposite block, she's ball side block, she sets a screen, she doesn't pop. Now she's rolling and taking people with her, right? She's embraced her job. And that's why we're playing a lot better because of her.
Do you think, can she be, a double-double person for you every night?
Well, you know what, can she? Yes, she can. I mean, she's done it against some pretty good teams already.
Yeah.
But our guards have to do a much better job containing the dribble, keeping the ball in front of us so we don't get Lore in foul trouble. And then when Lore comes to help, we got to cover the backside block. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Our perimeter defense today was atrocious. Atrocious. We didn't guard anybody off the bounce. Couldn't. And if you're not making shots, you're not making the one thing that you can always do is defend and be accountable for guess what? Keeping the ball in front of you, making sure people hit contested shots over you. And we didn't do that today. It's got to be better. All right, thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. All right, Andrew.
All right, Jose, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Gold star.
Our players say Jesus, and Laura Prutu are available for questions.
Sammy, you had been on the bench for a little bit there, and they called the play for you to come back off offensively. It takes a lot of confidence to be able to pull it off. What was your mindset there? Talking about at the end of regulation.
Coach just told me to go knock it down, so that was, I didn't think too much about it. I demanded the ball and shot it, so it was good.
Nice. And just to clear something up, you didn't miss the second free throw on purpose, because when it seems you, if you missed one, you might have done it on purpose. Or did you?
This is a trick question?
Did you miss the second one on purpose?
No, I try to make my free
I
throws.
would say yes, and I would. Laura, what do you think about what Jose just said about the work that you put in? Can you take us through that?
I mean, he's right. We have good shooter outside, so like me be there to rebound, like it help us. Like if they miss and I can get rebound. So there are some good misses that always get a rebound.
But I mean the off-season work as well.
Yeah, I mean I had to put it on work because like I have like small size post player. I need to do like extra. So when I'm playing against big players, I have to do what I have to.
What makes you, you know, when you're on, especially hitting the offensive glass, what makes you so hard to contain as an opposing defensive player to keep you off the glass?
I mean, I don't want to be boxed out. Like, I don't want to be boxed out. That's it. If I'm not boxed out, I'm gonna get the rebound. But if they box me out, I can't.
For both of you, Sammy first. It looked like Charlotte's game plan was to be as physical as they could get away with the officiating, which was fine. You think that's what it was? They're just going to bang you and bang you and bang you until they started calling fouls?
I think our problem was on the defensive end. We didn't play well. I didn't guard very well. Our guards didn't. You know, we were giving up a lot of drives, not rebounding. But on offense, I think, you know, they threw a little triangle and two at us, trying to take away me and Vicky or me and Romy. But we have we scored points. I mean, that wasn't the issue. It was defense. We needed to clean it up.
Yeah, on defense, especially like on the screen when I help, and my man is always help, like open. We used to tag the roller, like get better on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Not a pretty win, but a win.
Mm-hmm.
You're down 22-8 and come back.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be a plus, right?
Yeah, we know being ranked 1, teams are going to shoot really well against us. They're going to play extra hard. So every night's not going to look pretty, but we're grateful that we got this win.
How much has, I mean, you guys have been in some close games recently. Like, how much has the schedule you've played and the games you've had recently, how much of that was a factor today? You know, your backs are against the wall late, and you figure out a way to pull this out.
Yeah, I think it's helped a lot. Like, none of us are really flustered out there. Going into the fourth quarter, we're like, we're not losing this game. We're going to give it everything and able to go into overtime. So playing those tough teams, it prepared us for these moments, yeah.
Laura, sometimes the lineup can be a little different in the post when it's you and Ines out there. What do you think she can bring? Because when she's playing like she did tonight.
I mean, yeah, Ines, she's one of our best defenders. So like every time when they're over for me, like it's always like a good thing. She's gonna like handle my man probably better than me.
The game plan defensively obviously was to contain 23 Breland. So how much of, you know, it was pretty balanced from everybody out. You know, you guys did a great job containing her, but how much of what they were doing offensively was maybe different than what you had seen on film or prepared for in stopping Breland?
Yeah. I don't think they were doing anything special or something we couldn't handle. We just, I don't know, we're not doing well. We weren't playing USF defense. So that got the best of us.
Thank you guys for the time.
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.